Hello guys, welcome back to yet another interesting video. So I've been using both OnePlus 13 and 13R as my primary phones, and today in this video we'll talk about somewhere around 50 plus hidden tips and tricks, features, what you guys get to see on OnePlus 13 and 13R. Some users might be aware about these features, but if you are the one who noticed a feature which you weren't aware about, drop your comment in the comment section. But now before moving ahead guys, we have 85% of users who haven't subscribed to our channel, so if you guys find our content useful to you guys, then make sure to smash the like button and also consider subscribing to our channel. So here I have my OnePlus 13 and towards the left hand side here I have my OnePlus 13R. There are some exclusive features on OnePlus 13 which you don't get to see on OnePlus 13R. And the first one is layer 2 network. So I'll talk about those features first. So if you guys remember, OnePlus did talk about 5.5G services on OnePlus 13. So basically 5.5G service is an advanced version of Jio 5G network, which is designed to deliver even faster speed and better connectivity. But I was personally not able to notice any kind of difference in the speeds. Maybe in some areas you might get to see 5.5G support, but I did not notice with my Jio connectivity. Here Jio uses a standalone 5G setup, which combines multiple network towers to boost the speed and stability, and as far as I know, it uses 3 cells from 3 different towers, which can let you achieve speed up to 1 Gbps. And this thing you guys won't find it on OnePlus 13R. And when we're talking about the network, so there's this amazing feature called backup calling. And if you read the description, it says, when you are outside of network coverage, another SIM mobile data will be used for calls. Make sure this SIM has been set as a default data SIM so this function can work. So I did try out to get rid of the network on one of my SIM, but I wasn't able to do it. I also tried selecting manual networks, but still I wasn't able to get rid of the network. But I've seen some videos that this feature works great. Like for example, if your SIM 1 doesn't have mobile network, you can use this backup calling feature, and here device will internally use Wi-Fi calling integration feature, but it doesn't require external Wi-Fi connection. It happens entirely inside your phone, and your call will be made using the second SIM card, but the number will be displayed of that SIM card which doesn't have network. And you can do same thing either with SIM 1 or SIM 2. And guys, if you are in some area where the network is low on one of your SIM card, do let me know in the comment section below how useful is this feature. And related to calls, there's another feature in the sounds and vibration settings which you can enable, and that's called clear voice. So basically, if this thing is enabled, it filters out the background noise while you are on a call. And you can see the supported application. The main primary Google phone application is supported, followed by third-party applications like Instagram and WhatsApp too. So these are some of the important features related to network connectivity. And soon you get your OnePlus 13 or 13R, make sure you disable these applications. Now OnePlus have started adding these applications like AppPick even on the flagship devices. And the sad part is you cannot uninstall this application, you only have option to disable it. But once these applications are disabled, you don't get any kind of notification. Either you can also disable the notification, but still I would recommend if these applications are not useful for you guys, then make sure to disable it. There are a few more applications added like Fitbit, Internet, etc. So Fitbit can be uninstalled easily, but you cannot uninstall the Internet application. We only have the option to disable this application. So OnePlus 13 comes with this silicon carbon battery for the first time. And we have a massive 6000 mAh battery on both OnePlus 13R and OnePlus 13. Though the OnePlus 13 doesn't have the silicon carbon battery, but we have a massive battery capacity on both the devices. And here are some of the settings which you can use to improve your user experience while using these devices. So both the devices are by default set to standard resolution. Make sure you set it to high resolution, which is 3168 into 1440 pixels. Here you'll get sharper images, but slight battery consumption will be on higher side. But that doesn't really matter. We already have a 6000 mAh battery on both the phones. After that, you can also make changes in the screen refresh rate. Both the devices have the support of 60Hz and 120Hz. Along with that, you also get the support of app specific refresh rate. Here you can set individual refresh rate for whatever application you want. Depending on your usage, you can keep the refresh rate high for smoother scrolling experience. There is this new feature called Radiant View on OnePlus 13, which not only increases the overall brightness but also analyzes the content on the screen and boosts brightness for specific parts, or you can say pixels, whenever it is required. Now here are some of the battery settings which can come in really handy. One of them is this smart charging. Either you can use this one or you can use the charging limit feature. At a time, you can only use one option. The aging of the battery will be slowed down, but as I told you guys, we have this silicon carbon battery, and silicon carbon battery health won't degrade so fast. But still, if you guys want to maintain a good battery health, you can turn on the charging limit, so your device will only max charge up to 80%. And if you want your device to charge little faster, go to the charging settings, and from here turn on smart rapid charging. So here make sure you use the stock charger and the stock cable. If this feature is enabled, which is smart rapid charging, The description also says the device may get warmer during charging. We also have this video battery saver mode, which automatically optimizes the battery usage if that particular app is draining more battery. And now let's talk about some of the settings you guys need to change in the launcher. So basically I'm using the latest version of the OnePlus launcher, which is not yet released for OnePlus smartphones. With the upcoming update, we might get to see this new launcher in action. If you want this launcher APK, you can download it from the description below. It lets you customize the folders with a slide gesture, what we have generally seen on iPhones. You can change the folder shape to horizontal, vertical, or the square shape. And the slide gestures are very smooth on OnePlus 13. And if you install this launcher, you also have an option to use iOS like recents page called stacked. But we do have an option to use the flatter recents page. But now I personally like the stack one, and this is how it looks. You'll see these two new add-ons once you install this APK. But with the stock launcher, now OnePlus have also given the ability to have 5 columns in the app drawer. Previously, this was not available. We only used to see 4 columns. But now from the launcher settings, you can make these changes by going to settings, home screen, and from here you can select 5 columns instead of 4 columns. And the same way you can apply 5:6 layout on the home screen too. In the launcher, there are 2 more settings. One is this advanced material, which consists of advanced visual effects. So this thing can also be enabled, which will give you advanced blur effect in the notifications, quick settings, or while opening or closing the folders on the home screen. But this feature also can increase the power consumption. Similar way, we also have this animation effect, which includes standard and enhanced. I would recommend to use the enhanced version, and this is how it looks whenever you open or close any folder. In the launcher, you also have some tap gestures for the lock screen and home screen, which includes things like tap on the home screen to lock the device or double tap on the lock screen to unlock the device. And we also have the support to rise to wake the device. You can also use the slide gesture to bring the applications towards the bottom side, as we have larger screens on OnePlus 13 and 13R. So if you want this gesture, this can be found in the launcher setting. You have an option called icons pull down gesture. So if you are on the home screen, you can use slide gesture from the right side or the left side, but it will work if you are sliding from the bottom side. So once you slide up, you can see all the applications comes towards the bottom side, and now you can just hover on that particular application to open that. And due to the bigger screens, we also have the support of one-handed mode, which can be easily triggered by going to accessibility and convenience settings and just enable it. Later on, you just use the slide gesture on the navigation bar, and you can use the entire system in the half screen. One thing which everyone wants to do soon they get their device, and that's customizing your device. So OnePlus have bought this Flux thing support on OxygenOS 15, which lets you customize your device with different types of themes. We have ample amount of themes which you can play around with, which also includes healing moment, where you can add the custom photos of pets. So here you can take one example. You do have some options to customize, or you can say styling, where you can add the blur effect. We have some glass patterns present, and ability to change the color or the color intensity. You also get some photo frames which you can choose from, and on top of that you have the depth effect which you can apply. And on the lock screen, you can also make changes in the clock font. You can change the font's color, and you can also add additional information like weather or step counter. This is for the lock screen. On the home screen, you can either match the lock screen wallpaper, or if you want, you can also have a solid or gradient color option for the home screen background. And if you slide more towards the right hand side, you have the option to choose between always on display, where you have 2 options. One is seamless and classic. Classic will look like this, and if you choose seamless, this is how it will look. And let me show you the animation. If you have enabled the seamless always on display, you can see the animations are super smooth and they look really good. OxygenOS 15 doesn't have much of customization option, but still you can use the OG OxygenOS two-tone color palette, which is the combination of black and white. So if you have applied two-tone, you can see now entire UI have adapted to black and white theme. There are no new always on display styles given by OnePlus, but there are 2 new icon packs which you can choose from. One is this Radiance one. Basically, this is mainly for OnePlus stock applications. You can see if I have applied Radiance, OnePlus stock applications like camera, photos, messages, these applications icon get completely new design. And then we have the Shadow one, which gives you this black background around the app icon. But still you can add custom icon packs from the Play Store without having to change the launcher. Under fingerprints, we have these 2 new fingerprint icons. One is Melodic Stream and the second one is Halo. And this is how it looks. When we're talking about the customization options, you can also customize the control center, or you can say quick settings. So this is the classic one which I'm using currently. If you tap on these three dots, you have an option to customize. From here you can change the control center by tapping on split. So now whenever you slide from the right top corner, you have the full access of control center, and if you slide towards the left hand side, you have the access of notification. And you can also pull down the notification by sliding from the left top corner. Here if you are using the split one, you do have option to hide the tile names. So once you hide them, you can see you only have the icons, the name is not being displayed. And if you by chance have messed up with the quick setting tiles, you have a single tap option to reset them. If you are using the classic one, we do have an option to change the tile shape. There are 6 shapes what OnePlus have given, and depending on what look you want, you can change this tile shape from here. But this is not applicable in the split. It is only possible if you are using the classic one. On OnePlus 13R and OnePlus 13, you also have this gloves mode. Basically, this allows you to use your device even if you are wearing gloves. But it also says gameplay is not supported. So touch won't be that good, what we generally require while gaming, but yes, you can use your device with the gloves on. Along with that, OnePlus 13 and 13R comes with the next gen Aqua Touch 2.0, which lets you use your phone during rain, and it's also ideal for outdoor environments, swimmers, or users in humid areas. OnePlus also claims it can work even if the oil is spilled on the device screen. Both the devices do have some interesting smart features which works cross-platform, building a OnePlus ecosystem. So that's in the smart sidebar. By default, if the smart sidebar is not enabled, you can just go to the settings, accessibility and convenience, tap on smart sidebar, and make sure it is enabled. And you also get to see some AI features which you need to enable from here. If you don't see any AI feature, make sure you enable smart function under smart sidebar. And these two features, which is file dock and recents page, were introduced long back on OxygenOS 14. And I've used this feature, which is recents file, a lot. So whenever you download any file on your device, instead of going to file manager and then searching for files, you can just access that recents file by opening the smart sidebar. So here I have all the recents file which I accessed using my OnePlus 13, which includes image and even documents. And if I want to share these files or documents, I just have to long press on it and drag and drop in that particular application. And now if I want, I can send it to anyone. Similar way, I also like this feature called file dock. So here you can save text, images, and as I told you guys, it works across all the OnePlus devices. You just have to make sure you are using this similar account on the other OnePlus smartphone. Here you can see I have similar account, and if I open file dock on both the devices, you can also see it says automatically sync content from the file dock to the cloud. So you can access it from all the devices. I just have to tap on start, and here you can see it says syncing. And now all the files which are present on my other OnePlus smartphones are also present here on this device. So now talking about AI features, on OnePlus 13 and 13R, we do have the support of circle to search out of the box itself. Using this feature, you can search whatever present on your screen and later on get the direct link of something which you are planning to purchase. After that, under smart sidebar, we do have features like AI summary, AI speak. For example, if you are reading an article, you just want the summary of that, you tap on AI summary, AI will automatically create a summary of that particular article. And similar way, you can also get the options of AI speak. So if you just want to listen to that particular article, tap on AI speak. AI will analyze and it will start reading the content for you. You can also increase the speed at what AI speaks. With most of the messaging application, we also have the support of AI reply. So here you can see, soon I open Telegram and then open smart sidebar, we have an pop-up of AI reply. So for example, if I open a Telegram group, now if I tap on AI reply, AI will analyze the content present on the screen, and later on it will provide you 3 messages. And later on you have options like to choose the tone between formal, polite, sincere, etc. Then we have another AI feature which can be used in applications like Gmail or Notes, and that's AI writer. So here, using this feature, you can just describe what you want to write and accordingly AI will write for you. And you can also check the grammar using this AI check feature under AI writer. You do have another option of AI rewrite, where you can choose between things like continue writing, elaborate, or polish. And AI features are not only limited here in the smart sidebar. If you go to the gallery application, here also we do have some AI features. For example, I select this photo, go to edit, and towards the left hand side you can see we have an AI editor feature, under which there are 4 AI features. One is AI detail boost. Just tapping on it, here AI will automatically boost the detail of that particular photo and enhance the clarity. Here you can see this was the picture which I clicked in 20x, and there are slight improvements in the clarity after using this AI detail boost feature. Then second, we have this AI eraser, using which you can erase anything from the particular photo just by circling the object. And you also have things like remove people. So here with the single click you can remove people in the background of that particular frame. And we also have this AI unblur feature which can help you remove blur from the photos. And here you can see before and after. At last we have this AI reflection eraser. I don't have any particular photo which consists of reflection, but here you can see there was a small lamp and it thought it is a reflection and it has removed it completely. Then there are few more AI features added in the applications like recorder. So if you go to recorder application and if you have any audio recording present there, you can get the summary of that particular audio recording, or you can also have the transcribed version of that particular audio recording. And in the notes application, we also have features like AI assistant for notes, using which you can create a proper format. You can have the cleanup version, polished, continue writing, elaborate, shorten, and formal. Similar way, we get to see an application called translator. And this can be very useful if you are traveling somewhere outside. Now it also supports languages like Hindi. This application comes with features like live translation. So you don't have to, read the screen like what we get to see here under conversation. You can just listen to the translation. And there's another feature called screen translation. Soon you tap on it, you'll get a pop-up and you have options like, partial, full screen. For the translation, I've selected auto to Hindi, and here it comes in very handy if I'm reading some article within different language. I just open it. Now if I tap on full screen, now the entire text present here on the screen will be converted to language what I've selected. A very useful feature added by OnePlus. Using screenshot, you can also extract the content from that particular screenshot. You just have to select the text by sliding gesture. Later on, you can save it to doc, copy, share, or if you long press on it, you can drag and drop it to the file doc also. It's not only limited to text, you can also do the same thing for the images also. On OnePlus 13 and 13R, you also have the support of live alerts. And here you can see these are the third-party applications which are being supported. And here are some of the system applications. And it's not like we can only use one application here. Under the live alert, we do have the support of multiple applications. And if you see the animations, they are super smooth on OnePlus 13 and 13R. At a time, you can use multiple applications here. OnePlus 13 camera also got slight upgrade. Now OnePlus 13 supports 8K 30 FPS video recording using the rear camera. And now you can also record 4K 60 FPS using front camera too. You can also record Dolby Vision videos using all the lenses present here. On OnePlus 13R, video recording using front camera is restricted to 1080p at 30 FPS. And you cannot record Dolby Vision videos on OnePlus 13R. There's another feature which is missing, and that's the clear burst feature. So basically it's a very useful feature. You can just tap and hold on the shutter button. It can capture sharp photos of moving objects with rich details. This can be changed by going to the settings, going to touch and hold shutter button, and from here select clear burst. We also have some useful gestures. One of them is quick launching of application. You just have to press and hold while unlocking your device using fingerprint, and later on you can slide to an icon to release to launch that particular application. This setting can be found under privacy and security. Just go to quick launch, enable it, and add the applications which you want to quick launch. Then under gestures and motions, we have the screen of gestures. You can use 3 fingers to take screenshot, touch and hold with the 3 fingers to take a partial screenshot. Then you have option to turn on the torch with the volume button. Then we also have some air gesture controls, like you can use the air gestures to pick up the call or to mute the call. And this is how it works. So here you can see I just have to show back of my hand, and soon I flip the hand, I'll be able to answer the call. And the same way I just have to hold my palm, and you can see I'll be able to mute the call. There are a few more gestures related to call. So if you're getting a call, and if this feature is enabled, lift to ear to answer call. Soon you take the phone near to the ear, the call will be automatically answered. Then we also have this auto switch to receiver. So here device automatically switches to receiver when you lift your phone to your ear if it's in loudspeaker. There are also some useful sound settings which you can use. And I personally like this hollow audio feature. Here you can feel the sound from different location when playing with multiple audio sources. If you want to customize the special settings, you can just make changes in the sound output. So for example, here we have selected ringtone. You can just move around the audio output either front or back, left side, above your head, or below your head. You can just play around with this setting, and trust me, the audio experience will be at another level. Under haptics, we have the options to increase or decrease the haptic intensity, and you can also choose between the crisp and gentle. I always prefer the crisp one because the haptic output feels a lot premium here. On OnePlus 13, you can also lock the application. Just go to security and privacy. Towards the bottom side, we have hide application feature. Just set a pin and you have the option to hide applications. And here you can also customize the hide application icon. You can set a custom icon so that no one gets to know. And we also have a private safe which lets you hide photos, videos, audio, document and other files. So guys, these are all the features what you guys will see on OnePlus 13 and 13R. Let me know in the comment section below which feature you are not aware about. As of now, only this much in this video. This is your friend Ashok signing out. See you guys in the next video.